Each one of these helmets is a DOT approved helmet. That is the bare minimum required to be street legal in British Columbia. Right there, that sticker tells you it's DOT approved. A thin shell skull cap, a novelty helmet, will not do the trick. It used to be something that they overlooked in British Columbia, even though it was never technically legal. But now the law has been changed and those are no good. But this tiny little helmet is, in fact, DOT approved. So even though it's just a little bit bigger than those novelty skull caps, it has a hard shell and impact absorbing foam on the inside, and it meets the standards to be street legal. These two helmets are still in use. These three are not. This guy, I have a video on my channel already of me using it. And realizing I needed a new helmet. There's not a lot of road rash on it. You can see a little bit right there. But I hit the ground hard enough that I wasn't going to take any chances. This helmet, you can see that little nick there. I don't know exactly what happened to it, but that's damage to the shell. And therefore it's no good anymore. This helmet, nothing really happened to it. There's some paint marks from rubbing against the wall, just like that one has. That's not damage, that's just paint from when I set it on the shelf and it scraped against the wall a little bit. This helmet has been retired just because of age. Helmets have a lifespan of about 5 years, and after that point they need to be replaced. The reason for that is simply their construction. The foam on the inside tends to wear out over time. The oils from your skin and hair will damage this foam and make it so that it's not going to do its job anymore. This is the inside of a helmet. This is what they look like. The liner is obviously missing. There's a little bit of comfort padding that would normally be in there. Just give me a second. So, this was a dirt bike helmet. It was DOT approved. This one, I can't remember if I actually crashed or if it just got old and I replaced it. So you can see the hard shell. Yeah, that was easy. Hard shell, that's for abrasion resistance. And then the inside foam. Uh-oh. Came apart a lot easier than it's going back together. There we go. Inside foam, and then here's some of the comfort padding that was on there. There would be obviously more padding in here and a liner, but eventually over time this stuff deteriorates. So you have to replace your helmet approximately every 5 years. The manufacturers know best, and they will have that information when you buy a helmet. Helmets are single use because of this foam. When you crash, your head goes into this foam, dents it, and that's what saves your head. It's the foam being deformed and slowing the movement of your head rather than it stopping instantly when it hits something. That's why these things are important. That's why they are a single-use item. Once you've crashed and hit your head, you have to replace your helmet. Now I'm going to try something here that I haven't done before. Let's see how this goes. There we go. That wasn't a very hard punch. You can see it's already deformed that, and maybe it wouldn't have deformed it as much if I hadn't hit it right on the edge, but that's way less force than what happens when you come off a bike and hit your head on the ground. So, single-use items have to be replaced after a few years. 5-ish years, depending on how much you ride and how greasy your hair is and what the exact material of the foam is. These things are constantly changing. There's new innovations in helmet design, but one thing that remains the same is they are single-use item.